Hello everybody and welcome to the Be Bold show. Be Bold family, I hope you are ready for this edition because it is going to be very exciting. Now, to remind all of you out there, our website is www.thebeboldshow.com and join us on Facebook because we do need you to join the Be Bold fan page, and that is www.facebook.com/The Be Bold Show. And my inspirational quote for you today is: when spiders unite, they can tie down a lion, an entire lion. This is quick on Nancy inspired, obviously. Well, hope today you will learn something from it and you realize that it takes all of us to unite for us to really accomplish anything that we want to accomplish. And the goal here is to be bold and reversing brain drain to brain gains. In studio with me for our BBC is Nyamekye Odei, who is an artist. Well, let's take a look at his profile before we come in studio to discuss more with him himself.
I explain first. When I see our African images and our African people, like these Kayayes headquarters in the street and all those things, it inspires me a lot to do something about them, because not all people move around to see those people at the beach side and all those things. So that's what inspires me a lot. From where I schooled at the Ghanata College of Arts and Design.
Not in Accra.
In Accra, in Asalam Down. This is the Ghanata College of Arts and Design. Yes, in Asalam Down. That's where I schooled. Yes. So most of the students wanted to be in my studio for lectures, but I picked a few because not all are good. Yes. So I have 2 students that I teach and they are also good. To have a girlfriend and as a painter, as an artist, it's very difficult. Because sometimes when you are painting and you are in the middle of the painting, expressing yourself behind the canvas, you just be thinking about your girlfriend. I don't know, but what she said to you that is not good, or something that you discuss. So it's like you'll be just imagining, or you'll be just thinking about her. So sometimes it's not easy, but as an artist you need to. Yes.
And in studio with me is Nyamekye himself, and well, what you saw, that is pure artistic talent, talented man right there. And thank you very much for joining us in studio today.
Thank you to you.
Yeah, so tell me, what inspires your artwork?
What I would say is, if I see my colors on a palette, it inspires me to just put a great inspiration on a canvas.
So it's just about seeing the colors?
Seeing the colors. Yes.
Wow. And what types of things do you paint normally?
I paint African figures, realistic.
Okay.
Yes, I paint realistic figures. I'm not into abstraction.
Okay.
Abstract, yes. So that's what I do.
So
realistic.
For instance, give me a typical day, a typical example of what you did before you created one of your artworks.
I think I traveled to our villages in Ghana. To take pictures for my next paintings.
Photography?
Yes,
okay.
photography. And sometimes I move there for live sketch.
All right.
I try to let the children pose for me so that I can have a live sketch of them so that I can
transfer it on,
yes,
paint
on
it
a
onto
canvas. Yes.
Okay, and then what is your normal procedure? Is it into a sketch or you go directly to the paint?
I go directly to the canvas, just with a brush. I don't sketch with pencil.
Oh, at all?
Yes, by the brush, unless I'm working on with charcoal.
Okay.
Yeah, the charcoal. I do charcoal on canvas. Charcoal pencil on canvas. So that one I have to sketch with the pencil first. But for painting, beside I use brush straight.
Wow.
Yes,
Now, when
yes,
did
use
you
the brush.
decide that you wanted to become a painter or that you were a painter?
I think that was when I was 5 years.
5.
Yes.
At 5, you knew
At
what you were
5,
going to do.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but at 5, I think I wanted to be a nurse before, a teacher before, and like so many different things until now. Here
Yes.
I am.
At 5, I was in Kwawutafo, in the eastern region,
Okay.
and I was attending a Roman Catholic school over there. So that's where I discovered my talent, and that was where I started picking up my inspirations. So
Wow.
I realized when I was the time I was in class 2, that's where I started discovering my
So do you still
potential.
have some of your artworks from back
Yes,
then?
I have them.
Wow.
Yes.
We're gonna have
I
to
have I have that time I was a cartoonist.
really?
During that time, yes, I used to, because every young artist coming up to be a great artist, you have to start from
Something.
cartoons with color pencils and all those stuffs. So that was where I started from.
And
So with cartoons, I have my cartoons works. So I normally used that during those days. I normally used mixing color pencils with charcoal on card.
Yeah.
So I have them and they are nice. I have them in the house here.
We'll see it. We'll
I
definitely
still
see it on here. Now, we have seen a lot of different paintings. I'm sure Ghana has seen so many different people. What differentiates you from everybody else?
I think my paintings talks about African culture and heritage, and I also use the real materials for my paintings, because painting is not just painting a figure and just leave it on. You have to add a form of creativity
Yeah.
to the work that you are doing. So I use the real hair and the real cloth, kente cloth, original cloth for my paintings. Yes, and sometimes for the floor I just pick up something like this pure water rubber and yogurt and all those
And use it in
sachets.
your artwork.
Yes, and use it because it look natural and realistic. Yes.
So you use all of those items. Well, we'll actually go back to show the viewers exactly
Yeah.
what you're, because I've
Yes.
seen it. So I'm actually really excited. I'm just telling you, he's talking about it and I can visualize what he's saying, but you actually have to see what Nyamekye does with his artwork. With comparing it to the international market, where do you see yourself growing as an artist?
I think for the international, I think doing now is the best. That's what I have to say.
No, it's
I don't have
good.
anything
I'm sure
about
it is, because I've seen your stuff, and I mean,
Yes.
I haven't seen everything everywhere, but I think it's very good compared to a lot of things, and I think a
Yes.
lot of people will agree.
Yes, because most of the great artists out there, I think the old artists, they appreciate my painting.
Okay.
Yes, and they love it because of how I add my own technique. Because coming up with coming into the system of art, you need to bring a different concept, a different
To it.
idea to your painting.
And you
Yes.
have done that through
And,
all the
yes,
materials
yes,
and
the
natural.
materials and all those things.
So turning your passion into a business, how have you managed to do that? Because a lot of people, they can paint and stuff, but just the making it into a business and making money out of it has been a very difficult for them. So
Yes, and
how
also it's also difficult for me, but I think by the grace of God, everything has been good now, and I'm exhibiting in different places now. Yes, and the marketing I think is good.
it is.
Yes,
It is.
yeah,
And what are some of the main challenges that you faced?
in painting,
Being an artist.
being an artist,
People say it's hard.
it's very hard because Ghanaians don't appreciate art at all. They don't appreciate art. So for you coming up as an artist, it's not easy. Not easy at all.
But you've
Because
managed
they don't,
some.
Yes, because if they see you as an artist, they think what you are doing is just a common thing. Like it doesn't value. Yes, So what? That's the difficulties.
So who's your target market? Knowing this situation, then who do you target?
Like,
who do you appeal to? Who do you sell your paintings to, and you know they will appreciate it and they will value it?
I think most of the ministers in Ghana and some foreigners and these footballers.
Okay.
Yes, they buy my paintings. Yes.
Okay.
Because I did a painting of Michael Essien. That is a portrait that he bought it. Now I was in JHS doing then, and he appreciated it. And a painting for Professor Yanka and the Vice Chancellor of Legon, Professor Kwesi Yanka.
Yeah.
And I've painted a lot, IGP, their portrait, Alaji Banda.
So a lot of paintings,
people.
and you know exactly who to target, and you just target them.
Yes.
So it must
be.
So
they love my paintings, not just their portrait, but what I'm doing. If they see my paintings anywhere, they like to.
Okay.
Get one.
Yeah.
Any new paintings.
Let's take this moment then to just take a look at his painting, so he can describe to us exactly what he means when he says he uses natural stuff to create his paintings. And as you can see, here are the paintings around us. Nyamekye, tell us about your paintings that we're having here.
Okay, I have this one, this masterpiece, that's how I call it. This talented kid, that's what I call it. Yes, and you can see this young African boy trying to make a pair of slippers for himself. So I think it's a gift from God, because you cannot just a young child like this cannot just imagine or
think of how
to make a pair of slippers for himself. So he's just creating something unique there. So I think we should help our children out there in anything that they are coming up with.
So there's a message behind
There's a message behind this.
Okay.
That he can be a shoemaker. When you say a shoemaker, it doesn't mean the shoemaker walking around this our street, like a real shoemaker, a designer. Yes.
Okay.
But we don't see this talent, and we just leave them to
do whatever they want to.
Yes.
Tell me about the material that you're using on your painting.
This a batik clothing.
Okay.
Yes, I did it myself. Yes, I have different types.
You made the batik yourself too?
Yeah, myself. So that for my paintings, because it's an artistic designs. So I cannot use any cloth apart from batik. Yes. So you can see, I want you to feel the real
texture.
Cloth.
It's really
like it's
nice and
like the boy can be touched.
Okay.
That's why this is an impasto technique.
All right.
Yes. So you can feel the colors on it.
Yeah.
And the hair. Everything.
The ridges of the hair and everything. So what kind of painting do you use? Is it oil paint or?
No, it is acrylic.
Acrylic.
Acrylic on canvas.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay, tell me about this one here that you're seeing.
This, I captured this scene from Brona-Hafo region. Yes, there's two kids.
Okay.
And they were searching for food.
Wow.
And I call them survivors. Yes, a sister and a brother. So they're on their way to buy food. So I captured this scene from Brona-Hafo region. So I call them survivors, because instead of them moving, they are too young to go to the roadside to buy food. Yes.
And again, I can feel you use fabric on here.
Yes, I can feel
Did you use a bit of, and so just again acrylic or this
fixative being sprayed on it so that
spray.
the charcoal cannot be.
Oh, so you use charcoal and then you use spray.
Yes, and this metallic gold, so that it will reflect the colors, so that the beauty of the work can.
Beautiful. Yes. How much would a painting like this cost?
I think for $1,000.
$1,000.
Yes. So this is a new idea that I'm coming up, and this is real charcoal, not foreign charcoal. This is the real charcoal
that you
our parents used. Yes.
Wow. Now, do you have any plans of sort of taking this beyond the local market? exporting some of these paintings?
Yes, exporting some of my paintings to United States, Atlanta. I'm now working on it now.
All right. And how can people locate these paintings? Where can they find if they're looking at it right
now? If they visit Esbo at Shangri-La, behind Shangri-La, Esbo, Woolworth, behind Shangri-La, Esbo Ventures. I think my paintings can be found there.
As you can see, the paintings are beautiful, an unthinkable creation that Nyamekye Odei Kwame has created here. And we'll put his contact on our website, www.thebeboldshow.com, and you can pick it up if you want a painting for yourself. I mean, who knows? Well, let's take a break. Up next, expect So Aesthetic. Let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment.
Oh, hi there. I'm Sasha Rocco, founder of So Aesthetic Makeup. We do makeup for brides, we do makeup for photo shoot, advertising, etc. We have a makeup school, so come, make sure you inquire about us, and we sell products. We have our own brand. My advice to you young people today is always be determined, and hard work pays off, and always remember to be bold.